Hi everybody, here David from Pinehunker01. Now, this is not any kind of trading or financial advice. Let me get that clear. But I found this very interesting. And if I cruise on in the new Firefox, which by the way is very fast, I like the darker top here. But anyway, I digress. Um, Bitcoin. Now we all know Bitcoin has been just cruising up. I mean, if we look at a year, it's just an incredible journey. Had a little correction here, but in a few days, it's almost right back up to where it was. So it's like Bitcoin is like the reserve currency of the cryptos. I mean, it is, because I started with the Ethereum and then I went more into Bitcoin because that just kept going up, while Ethereum just kind of, when it went sideways, Bitcoin has just been going up. So I'm just dabbling, here and there, a little bit of money every month. And what I thought of, what does Google Trends tell me? Because it's always been my go-to with certain things like political races and what have you. And Google Trends told me way back when that Obama was going to beat Hillary. I saw it right here, just for instance. I mean, of course, it's not always going to be right. But what was interesting is if you say, okay, well, explore, Bitcoin, and you see that it's going up. That's the trend. But let's compare it to the real reserve currency. And I don't necessarily see Bitcoin as a currency. It's more of a investment slash currency, mix. And look at that. And what was amazing, I started looking at this back in October. I guess it was, around here actually. But it just now broke through the support line, so to speak, and Bitcoin is being more discussed. Key term Bitcoin is being more discussed than key term USD, which, of course, people are searching for all the time when they want to do transactions or curious about rates in whatever country might be. They're going to be, using the dollar a lot. So pretty amazing when you see this trend here. It's the past 12 months, and if I go, say, to the past 30 days, you'll see Bitcoin is, broken through, and the dollar goes kind of straight, and Bitcoin just kind of keeps going up, just like the real Bitcoin price. So pretty amazing when you see it like this. And if you go back 5 years, it's had some back in the beginning, it had some spikes up, and then it sort of stayed down here. Now it's just cruising up. It's kind of similar. It kind of actually follows this trend up here. No surprise, I guess, but very interesting that it's breaking through more search volume for Bitcoin than US dollar. Now that kind of says something. And just to show you, if I add in, like euro, I mean, euros should be lower. It's way down there. But, you see it was also above Bitcoin for a while, but not anymore. It's like Bitcoin's just way up there. And the point is, if I remove euro and we cruise down a little bit here, we see that we can see the interest by region. And Bitcoin is blue and red is US dollar. And you see US dollar is, big in the countries you'd imagine, oil trading countries, gas. And although many oil trading countries are switching to the Chinese yuan and other gold-backed currencies, it doesn't really change the fact that Bitcoin is getting more search volume than US dollar. And we see interest by region in Bitcoin, and we see interest by area. You'll see that some of the most interested areas are, as they call them, third world countries, because their investments are far more riskier in currencies and what have you. So they choosing Bitcoin because of the amazing ease of doing it. You buy your Bitcoin over here on Coinbase. I'll leave a link down in the information. And you have Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever it might be. And if you want to go trade other things, you have to go to other exchanges like BitTorrent or what have you. But just buying pure Bitcoin, this is where you do it, where you can do it. There's other options. So very interesting, right here. And we see in the dollar, we see some of the all the oil countries and Singapore, the gateway to the east, so to speak. So very interesting. um, Google Trends to check things out, and I just found this interesting. Bitcoin on Google Trends versus the U.S. dollar.